Wait, so that means they were having sex?
Yeah.
In the room of
It's
20
crazy.
people.
It was like a 20-bed dorm. Then
Wait, got curtain or not?
don't have.
Welcome to Unpacked, a series where travel stories don't come with a filter.
And emotional baggage is very much a carry-on.
I'm Brendan, I'm single and ready to mingle.
I'm Sue, the married one.
I'm Celeste, the reluctantly attracted to men one.
I'm Hendrik and happily engaged, and today we are kicking things off with a juicy one. Holiday fling or forever thing.
And nothing says soulmate like a stranger on a scooter who doesn't speak your language.
Let's unpack it.
Are dating apps a good way to explore a country or just a distraction from it?
Who has tried this before?
I use dating apps abroad, but I've never actually gone out with anyone. So,
Then what's the point?
and just, it's just curious, just to see what's going on the other side of the pond. Yeah, but you've gone on
But I
dates.
feel that sometimes when you're overseas, the best person to bring you around is definitely a local. So why not get someone to bring you around and at the same time, like extra benefits?
So it's really for the benefits,
Hey, no. Hey, who said that? I didn't say that.
You said it
I
just
said
now,
like,
it's for the benefit.
it's like have like a, like meet them, don't have a casual conversation,
Conversation.
Very innocent.
So do you ever have like a language barrier when you meet them overseas since you want a local?
I try not to meet people that don't really speak English.
Makes sense.
Yeah, or it's a language that I can speak. So like either Chinese or Thai, still okay. But if it's completely not the same language, we won't even text in the first place.
So like where in like which countries have you like met up with people?
And what
from,
kind of
like,
things
the
you all
apps?
do?
So,
I mean, where do y'all go?
oh, where did we go?
Now, what kind of things you're
Clarify,
doing? Like,
Like, oh shit, I
Clarify.
got.
The easiest way to ask somebody out is just to go like for coffee or like a meal. So usually I'll just like, oh, hi, I want to go for a cup of coffee or like want to have a meal together. And usually they would say yes. Then then you suss out if it's match or don't match kind of thing. Then whether
Just
you
from
wanna,
a coffee date.
yeah, I mean you can see whether the vibes work or don't work, right?
Oh,
and then at the
okay.
same time, then it's like what I'll do is, my first time here, where would you recommend to go? Or like what are some tourist spots that you think would be nice, or what are some hidden spots? And then usually they would know because they're locals there.
Okay, so it's not like first time you meet straight away. It's like, hey, let's go somewhere together. But it's more like
I
meet
think, usually it's meet to suss out first. Because I don't want to go with
Like random stranger.
like a random stranger and like we realize that we don't match and then end up I don't enjoy
then you like commit to an attraction or something already lah.
That's why.
So was there any like most memorable outing?
Yeah, like maybe you went to second base.
No ma'am. This
Or
is a
like-
PG channel. So I go to Thailand very often and I can speak Thai. So I do use like the apps when I'm in Thailand quite often. There are instances where I've met someone and then they introduced me to like their friends and everything. So it became more like a friend gathering-ish kind of thing. So I guess it helped me to make more local friends there. I went to Thai clubs that I've never been to before, or like it's only locals visited. So that was fun because I wouldn't have gone on my own, or I wouldn't have gone with my tourist friends. So it's like I now have local friends, not just dates.
That's quite interesting though, because when I was in Korea, I think most of the locals will have their own dating app platforms.
Correct.
So they won't use anything like Bumble, Hinge,
Correct.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Most of them, like I would just see just foreigners and tourists like me over there.
Yeah.
And if there are locals on the platform, usually they are just there for like sus stuff lah. And sometimes it's quite weird because I've seen profiles before where they're like no English,
Yes, I've seen
they're
that.
not open-minded.
Oh, not open-minded.
I did have a friend who was on exchange in Canada, and then she met someone in the US, and then basically it was like a free ride, and they dated for quite a while, like at least a year. Yeah, so whenever she was in the US, like she has a personal like chauffeur and tour guide.
Or sometimes, like you unlucky, the account suddenly, that one night fool, free account.
Free accounts.
No, but I feel like for me, like the reason why I'm more reluctant to is it always feels like it's transactional. So in exchange for a free guide or like a free meal, I have
to
to
do
like
something.
Wait, but
Yeah,
have
do
they ever
something.
like expected like you to maybe bring them back home and then do like hanky panky kind of stuff?
Not really. I mean,
You didn't feel like it was expected.
I didn't feel like I was expected leh. I mean,
So only if things click lah.
yeah lah, I guess only if things click. Nobody forces you to do anything.
Do you also think that for guys and girls it might be a bit different?
Yeah, perhaps. At least I'm not sure about like if you connect with other locals, because I feel like if you're connecting with other tourists, then like maybe it could be like a travel buddy situation. But if you're just like connecting with like a local, and let's say it's in a country where you don't really speak the main language, it could be like they're looking just for like something more casual.
Should you ever change your travel plans with someone you just met?
Change your travel plans.
Like, let's say you go overseas with your friends, and then they just like, bye guys, I'm gonna go out with this guy.
You sound like you have a story.
She's holding it in.
Yeah, so basically I had this friend. We went as a group of three, so 3 girls. We went to Philippines, and then I don't know, man. For some reason, she just wanted to like hang out with guys, and then in a way we are like, we're traveling together. You know, why you wanna like just split up and then go hang out with guys?
It's like not very nice, because I had the same thing happen to me on a trip also. Like we agreed to go. It's like a girls' trip, and then we go out. Then like when we go clubbing, then suddenly she's like,
Disappear.
Was it like a close friend?
It was a close friend. It's like, so we were clubbing together, then suddenly she like met someone there, then she didn't want to go back with us, or she basically just spent the whole night not with us. No shame on like meeting people, but I feel like if you are with a group, or like it kind of has been kind of communicated that this time is for us to hang out together, it's not very nice to like just ditch your friends and then like say, okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.
Did she at least say that she'll see you all tomorrow morning?
No, she said that she was gonna just meet us back there. And then like, when I asked her the next morning, I was like, oh, what time do you get in? And she was like 6 a.m. And I was like, oh, where did you go? I was like, where did you go? I feel like that's more of like a safety concern.
Yeah, and then like if you go like as a group with girls, right? Of course you're gonna like be concerned for your girlfriend. You know, like, are you sure it's gonna be safe?
I guess that happens with any group of friends, regardless, you know, like whether it's regardless of the gender. But I think for me, priority is like you still keep your friends accountable first, right? Or like if I met this person.
Yeah, you should.
I'm gonna join this person, but here's my location just in case. Then at least there's an assurance on our end that you're okay. Yeah, but I guess it also depends on the motive of the trip, or what's the context of the trip. Like, is it really just a friend trip, or like are y'all going there for your own?
Yeah, like everybody's going to do their own thing, but you're doing it together, or is it like we're doing everything together?
When y'all go on trips like this, right? Do y'all like talk to your friends like, hey, what kind of trip will this be like? Should we stick together? Should we not?
I mean, if you go overseas together, you would think that you're gonna do things together, no? If not, why you go together?
No, so with my friends, right, when we go on trips, right, we always like ask each other, so should we like hang out all the time, or like should we have pockets of time where we just go and do our own thing, that kind of stuff?
I think for me, like that was one of the first few trips where I actually went overseas with friends. So all these like were not communicated. It was my understanding, but it wasn't like verbalized out there, because I was like, oh, this is a girls' trip. We're celebrating like my birthday, blah blah blah.
Oh, it's your birthday.
If there's like a...
Yeah.
Are you still friends?
We are okay now.
Oh.
We're still friends. It's okay. I've gotten over it.
I think if they communicate, then okay lor. You know, like what's the context or the intention of the trip, then we're all adults, so I guess it's fine. But if you don't say, then you feel very like, I don't know how to react.
Yeah, it's like, so should I go back first, or should I wait for you? Or
should I care about your safety?
Yeah,
Are you drunk, not drunk?
correct. So I guess it's just a matter of being accountable to your friends.
Should I wait for you to come back first?
Yeah.
But what if you and your friend alone, and then like she just ditched you, or like he just ditched you?
If you ditch, then I'll ditch also. Okay. No, but I guess if...
It depends. I feel like if it feels like a more meaningful connection that could become something more, then I would definitely like encourage like my friend to like, go for it. But if it's just like a regular, like, let's say they're just gonna do something more casual when you're there, and then she knows that you are just gonna be waiting alone in the hotel room, then I think it's not very nice.
Yeah, one-on-one like quite bad there.
Yeah, imagine like daytime you have a whole plan together, and then suddenly
ditch you, right?
I met this guy and I want to go out with him, bye.
Yeah, then that person should have gone on a solo trip.
Yeah, not a good friend.
So recently, Straits Times has this article that was talking about how there were 40 Singaporeans going on singles Inferno trips to Japan to find love, minus the cameras.
But they're all Singaporean.
Yes. Would y'all go on a trip like
That
that?
sounds like a scam.
Like love, or like sex scam or something.
Actually, I think quite interesting though. But
Just
I
for
guess
the
it's just
setting.
that you are also, in a sense, putting yourself in a situation where you are forced to interact and for you to make a meaningful connection.
Over like a prolonged amount of time.
Yeah, correct. And I
Close
think
proximity.
that is something that we are lacking nowadays in today's context because we're also busy, using our phones, or we don't have that time to really go and purposefully go and meet somebody. But I guess putting yourself in a situation that you're forced to kind of helps.
Yeah,
and
I
I
think-
think being overseas also, like,
Yeah.
wow.
The best version of yourself. So we all go on this kind of trip?
I think if it's all like Singaporeans for me, I wouldn't go because I think you're just paying a lot more money when you can go for like a local social mixer to meet people.
Don't you think like when you're overseas, right, you'll be in a more relaxed position, more like open to meeting people and talking to them, even if they are Singaporeans?
I think like for me, like I feel more open to meeting people because I'm around people of like different cultures. I'm not like, there are no like strings tied to Singapore for me. And I think like these mixers, you are like confined to like, let's say a villa, right? So you're not actually like out and about. You're just like basically in a very nice house with a view overseas. But yeah, I think the fun part about meeting people overseas is because you get to learn about their culture or their upbringing or whatever and see whether like you can connect despite all of that.
So no, if it's Singaporeans.
Only Singaporeans.
What about
Don't
the
just
rest?
do that in Singapore.
She's got a type.
Not
So
Singaporean.
is it because of the
No,
type?
I don't have a type, guys.
No, I feel like why you want to pay so much? No, you can do it yourself. No, DIY queens or kings.
You like
Some of these kind of things, right? They actually purposely curate the experience. Like they will ask you to do like some personality quiz, something,
people,
and then
right?
they will match this one and this one to be the best match, and then to match it together.
I think that's good for like introverts.
But I guess there's also certain tools that some of these places use that kind of bridges that initial awkward phase.
And it's also like intention, right? When everyone comes for this kind of trip, they know that they're gonna go and meet people and they're gonna like be open-minded about things, right? And I guess while there's a point in wanting to go overseas to meet people from different cultures and stuff, right? The other thing is that the likelihood or the logistics or the how realistic a relationship with someone who's based overseas is also very different, ma. So I guess maybe that's why so many people are also going for this kind of trip.
But like, what if like instead of finding like your soulmate on that trip, you find someone who is like creepy or like I don't know, you
I
don't
mean,
want
like,
the
they're
attention
single
of,
for a reason.
and like you don't want.
I think they, I mean,
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
from what I've heard, they curate the
Yeah, they
Or
okay
let's say like
lah.
it's one-sided, then it's gonna be awkward like the whole trip. It's like Love Island, you know, like then you have one person pining after the other, then you're stuck with them the whole trip, and then you take the plane back home to Singapore with them.
okay. I don't know if it's true, but I don't think they stick you with the same person throughout the entire.
Aren't you like in the same house? I don't know.
There'll be an itinerary and activities to follow.
Maybe
ma.
like this guy here today, then tomorrow another guy.
this
You
is
know
The
what singles
Bachelor.
Inferno or not? Right? It's like kind of like
And
they
you
don't-
Sure, yeah, I'm
leave
sure
the
got some
island together.
mechanics on there.
Yeah. But I think it's interesting now because there are a lot of agencies or a lot of groups that are doing all this kind of like dating, travel group together, which I see a lot of people actually go for, and like they say they have a lot of fun. But
I think for me, I prefer something more organic. Like if I meet someone abroad, it will be like because you genuinely click, and then matter of like circumstances. I'm not shitting on it. If you want to go for it, go for it. It's just not my thing. Yeah.
Okay, so to the audience, let us know what you think in the comments. Whether would you go for a trip like that? Will you not go for a trip like that?
or
Why?
should we organize one?
Just find out.
Idea.
So do you guys have any overseas like dating experience? But the steamy ones.
I got. But it's not me lah. It's not me.
Boring.
Boring.
Okay.
Sure,
So this happened when I was still a teacher, so it was quite a few years back. After a trip to Vietnam with my students, I extended the trip to go and travel by myself. What y'all thinking?
MOE's dime.
No. So I extended the trip to go travel, right, before coming back home. So the place I went was in Laos lah. So Vientiane was like my last stop, right? I was really quite tired already by then. So in Vientiane, right, Basically, it was a 20-person dorm.
This mad.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Like a mixed dorm.
I could never.
Yes.
Ugh,
So
worse.
I was trying to save money lah.
MOE salary. Teacher salary. Not enough.
And then I think it was probably like 12 plus or something. Then you started hearing a lot of sounds.
Clappings.
Happy birthday.
Leave it up to your imagination. Oh wait, so that means they were having sex?
Yeah,
In the room of
it's
20
crazy.
people.
It was like a 20-bed dorm. Then
Wait, got curtain or not?
don't have. It's not like the Japan one so nice, right? There's curtain and everything. Don't have
Wait,
that.
so top bunk ah.
The one I saw was bottom bunk.
Oh,
Then so it's like
He's
the
so
kind like the
bossy.
hostel, right? The wall is like long wall. Then like both sides of the wall has like the bunk bed kind. So I was on this side, my side of the bed, right? Then it's like directly opposite.
oh shit!
Do you like roll over and
Like,
turn on the light?
No, then off the light. Then
Got other people in the room, right?
Yes, there's a lot of other people in the room. So at first I think people were just tolerating, like, okay, if they keep it quiet, okay, we just tolerate. We
wouldn't
pretend we
know.
never hear anything. Then after a while, as they got louder and louder, right? Other people were just like asking them to shut up, go and sleep, get a room. That kind of thing.
Do you say anything?
yeah, you should.
I
Are you
never
guys done?
lah.
Why are you so passive?
Have you finished? No, you should
I'm
say,
like
have
this
you
small
finished?
Asian guy. What do you want me to say? And other people say it. So that whole night, right, cannot sleep.
Oh no.
Wait, so how long was this?
Yeah, why
How
can't
long was this sex?
Quite long.
Or maybe they just take turns. This another person.
No,
Oh, cannot.
then the next day, right, everyone in the hostel was talking about it. So then got people can complain and stuff lah. Then I
Do you all know who it is?
We know.
Wait, you
Then-
saw? Do you see it? Because you.
Oh, because you know who is sleeping
right?
on
Wait, so are they girlfriend, boyfriend, or like sneaky?
No, they
link?
met on the trip.
Oh.
That's why it's like while you're traveling,
common though.
people's emotions
get closer.
yeah, they get closer
Or maybe
lah.
it's just very horny.
No,
like, I can't take it anymore.
I think it's just because they are drunk.
Ah.
Probably just drunk. Then like, yeah, let's go. Then
Actually,
then,
like I didn't experience it because I always stay in like female dorms. Like I did hear stories. Like my friend who was staying in the mixed dorm was telling me about how like someone also was in the room like having like a little sexy time, and also like apparently like the girl had like a boyfriend back home. Like they're just like actively like cheating, and it's very common. Especially I'm not sure in other countries, but a lot of like these like solo travelers or backpackers like in Southeast Asia, they have like partners back home.
A little tea in the airline community.
oh,
Wait, so is it true they have
oh.
sex with like pilots?
My mother said that
Very
they.
direct.
My mom said like last time like pilots will like knock on the door because my mom used to
To have
be cabin
sex?
crew. Yeah.
I don't know whether they
Booty
knock,
call.
but there are people, interacting with one another.
Like on the
outside.
plane.
Okay, so the thing is that the airline gives you a hotel room by yourself once you are outstation or when you're layovers, right? So the thing is that everybody knows each other's rooms because there's like a list that we follow. So some people, like to go to other people's room to
Maybe slumber party.
have a little talk,
Just to talk at night lah.
I guess, yeah.
Your
But,
heart
okay.
session.
but the thing is
Skin to
that because
skin.
a lot of times
Are you a
the
baby?
rooms are beside each other.
Oh,
Connecting doors.
Sometimes you can hear stuff, or sometimes you realize after the flight, they're just suddenly so close.
So do you?
So like after the trip.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So there are things like that.
So like I have another question. Like so on the flights, right? Is there like tension among like the crewmates? Like can you tell?
Oh, can. Got a little bit of like sexual tension. Have.
Okay, everybody, it's time to go to the
So
back
like
of the
when you walk
galley.
past, they will like sneak a glance, then you can sense
Can
that
tell
some
one.
people.
They'll be like
Can tell,
touchy,
can tell.
touchy.
Yeah, can kind of like sense.
Is it?
But most of them won't say anything. But because sometimes it's like this person is engaged with has a family back home or something like that. So it's like you don't say, we don't say kind of thing.
Oh my
but it's
God.
quite normal.
That's
lah.
sad. That's me. Everyone's like complicit.
So it's quite common.
I try not to take notice lah, but it happens like it happens.
Wait, then what about in the plane?
Huh? Oh,
Like
I've seen
that
the
kind.
Mile High Club.
I personally would not encourage that because the toilets are dirty.
My friend, like, she wasn't a crew, but she was on the plane before, and the couple beside her
I've
were like, sus.
Heard stories.
You never see.
Never really seen, but I've heard of people like crew and crew in the crew bunk doing it.
Oh, like the toilet, right?
But I don't want to know.
Wait, but let's say if you come across it, do you like stop them? Like, hi sir, this is an inappropriate place.
But it's just sorry, can you just please return
Did they
the
cover
seat
this
down
in like cabin crew training? Like what to do if you catch like people like trying
I
to
don't
do the
think
Mile High
so.
Club?
Oh, really? They don't?
They don't?
I think they...
There's no like protocol. Like,
No,
you
I
get
just asked them
reported.
to go back to your seat, you know? Do you think there's something called like hot local tax where, you know, you pay more for an experience or a dating experience overseas?
Like what? Renting a boyfriend, renting a girlfriend in Japan? That
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
like
thing.
that. I think that there's a lot of people that are doing that.
I'll rent a father.
Have rent a grandmother.
Yeah, you can
it's
rent a
okay.
father or grandfather in Japan, you know. Then you just spend the whole day with
You have daddy issues, girl. You need to solve.
I never said I didn't.
Oh no! What's that? Unattended baggage!
Let's open it up. So it's a quick fire round and we'll be taking questions from inside this mini box and asking them. There will just be answers and no explanations. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay. Ooh, spicy. Would you rather have a one-night stand with a hot stranger in a hostel or accidentally hook up with your travel friend and catch feelings?
Hot stranger!
I fall in love with my travel friend.
Fall in love with the travel friend.
Fall in love with the travel friend. You shrugged.
Would you rather date someone who always forgets the itinerary or someone who makes Google Sheets for every minute?
I would date someone who forgets the itinerary and follow me.
Yeah.
I will also do the same.
Someone who makes Google Sheets for every minute.
Best destination for a holiday romance.
Greece.
I think Italy would be nice.
Chiang Mai, Thailand.
I would say Maldives.
Are you having a fish?
Would you rather fall in love on a trip and never see them again, or run into your ex at the same hostel?
Fall in love with a tree and never see them again.
I'd rather run into my ex.
I think I'd rather run into my
I
ex.
also would rather run into my ex so I can, show off like, I'm doing better.
Alright, that's it.
So do you think that you can build something meaningful with someone that you met on a trip?
Yeah, definitely. There was once I was traveling in Greece. Then I met this Korean girl that was... No, so also just nice, we happened to have plans that coincided. We got along, but she didn't show any signs. So we just traveled as friends after that lah. But we initially were, or at least I was more willing to like do activities that maybe, because back then I just graduated and I was on a budget. Then I might have not done those activities lah. I think beyond someone that you thought you might have a romantic interest with at the start, there were so many occasions you'll travel together and you're still friends now. It's always nice to have friends overseas.
I feel like maybe even if she was interested, maybe she's not the type that would show, because like let's say like you guys live
know
from
that you
very
are, yeah.
far like apart. It's not possible to work things out. And I think I'm not the kind of person that will also be willing to have like a fling. Like I only want to look for something serious. So even if it is nice that you really like connect really well with someone, but it's also kind of bittersweet that
True.
nothing can come out of it because of distance.
Yeah, we're still friends now, and
Oh.
occasionally when I go to Korea, I have met up with her maybe 3 or 4 times over the last 10 over years.
Oh, damn.
Do you ever get like maybe not now because you're like engaged, but like for a brand, like do you ever feel like that attraction like still lingers, like even though like it's like a pretty solid friendship and that it might have the potential to turn into something more in the future?
I mean, I've had people that I've met originally for a romantic interest in the beginning. I wish it could be more. Or like, oh, maybe there's still a chance, that we could be together. But I guess also it's more of like a practical sensing, realizing that both of you are actually better off as friends anyway.
What about you? Like, since you've also traveled, like it doesn't have to be romantic. Have you made any like meaningful friendships along the way while solo traveling?
I have. So there was this time when I went to Laos with a friend.
Also Laos.
Yeah.
Laos the place to be.
No, I feel like Laos is really beautiful. It's like such a underrated, hidden gem. So like we basically met this guy. He gives off like fatherly vibes. We went to this Kwangsi waterfall and then we were on the way back. Turns out we apparently was on the same tour lah. Yeah, so he was like asking us, where's the bus gonna pick us up, to bring us back to the city. And then we were like, we're also not so sure, why not we go and wait together. And then from then on, right, we exchanged like contact details. And then since he's like a solo traveler, we were like, okay, why not let's meet up the next day to do activities together. The way he treated us is like as if we are his daughters. Because like my friend and I, we were like playing with rocks by the river. And then when it's lunchtime, he was like, girls, it's lunch! And then we were like, okay, coming. Yeah, he gives us like
So
very
cute.
fatherly vibes.
What do you mean by playing with rocks?
We were like,
So wholesome.
yeah, and then we were like, okay, if you ever come to Singapore, let us know. We will bring you out for dinner. Yeah, so he came to Singapore, and then we actually brought him out to Lau Pa Sat to eat like satay and all.
I think that's the nice part about like making like friends overseas, right? Regardless of genders. Is
And
that you-
age,
and
regardless of age too.
I guess regardless of gender and age, is that you kind of have a friend in that country. So you have that like free guide or like someone that you can hang out with when you visit, like let's say their city, and then vice versa. When they come back, you reciprocate and you be their guide. And it's very nice to like show them the culture or the city that you've been telling them about regardless.
Yeah.
All right, final thoughts. What did we learn today?
Don't have sex in the hostel.
Dating apps are free ways to meet local.
You never know when you get a free meal.
Don't ditch your friends for someone you just met.
And with that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this new series with your friends.
And if there are any topics you'd like us to discuss next,
Or if you have interesting stories about relationships and flings while traveling,
let us know in the comments below.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye!